Hey there, guys. This is Super Dave. Just came onto the webinar. As you're coming on, just type in the city you're attending from. That'll be much appreciated. There'll be a little box at the top right of your screen, and that way I can call you out and call out your city as well. So we have Dallas, Texas. Hello there. We have Scarborough, Ontario. Hello, Scarborough. Sandra from Scarborough. We have Jaylene from Dallas. We have Mike from Toronto. We have Francis from Francis. We have Rebecca from Montreal. Hello, Rebecca. We have Terry from Altadena. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Altadena. Yeah, Altadena. All right. We have Daryl from Daryl. You got Daryl from Toronto. Hello, Daryl. We have Carolyn from Halton Hills. We have Barry from Mississauga. Who else do we have on there? We have Ashanti from Montego Bay, Jamaica. Look at that. Is that cool or is that cool? All right. We have Noel from Toronto. Hello, Noel. We have Brandon from Toronto. Who else do we have on there? Pedro from Oakville. Hello, Pedro from Oakville. And Montego Bay, yes, I got you there. Montego Bay, how you doing? Oh, I guess your name is Ashanti from Montego Bay. Got it, got it. Who else? We have a whole bunch more people. Where are you guys coming from? Who told you about this secret webinar? Interesting. Okay, well, welcome everyone. My name is David Ogunaike. Oh, am I showing my screen? I hope I am. Yeah, I should be showing my screen. Can you see my screen? Yes or yes? More people still logging in right now. Okay, all right. Can you see my screen? No. Someone says no. Okay, anyone else there? Can you see my screen? Yes or no? Okay, what do you see on the screen? Do you see Facebook? Let me do this here. Okay, Sandra, how could you see my screen? Hey, Sandra, how is that possible? All right. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Well, okay, good. You should be seeing Facebook. Hey there, my name is David Ogunaike. I also go by the nickname of Super Dave. And if you're looking for me, simply go to facebook.com/David Ogunaike. You can see spelling right here. Now, what happens is every couple of Sundays, what I normally do is I have a team get together where I'm there to either answer questions that people ask me during the week, talk about success stories that I've heard from other individuals. Also, at the same time, this is an open webinar. So what I normally do is I actually do this for people, no matter what company you're in. Now, I'm actually actively pursuing one company right now, but I do get paid from a couple of companies. So I have people from both teams who normally attend this webinar. So what I like to do normally is to answer questions that is relevant in the network marketing field, because it doesn't matter what company you're out there building, the questions are always the same. The challenges you have are always the same. Whether it's you're trying to find people to talk to, or you're talking to people who don't want to, they just don't join the business, they don't show up at the meeting, they cancel last minute, or you have people who've joined the business with you and they're not doing anything and you're frustrated with them and you're wondering how do you get them to do more things, to maybe you're hitting a level in your company right now, you're wondering, okay, how do you cross that stage? How do you get to the next stage again in that business? Okay, so I believe that the questions are always the same, and that's why I have this open, so that if I can answer your question in your company, you will actually be helping people in my company get their answers answered, get their questions answered. There we go. So the way this works, this is an open webinar. So in the box that you just typed in the city from, I want you also type in your most challenging question. What question have you been, or are you wishing that if I was right beside you, what question would you ask that you're looking for an answer to? Okay, now there's no dumb questions, just so you know. All right, I will give you the answer, and if I don't have the answer, we will go together and go find the answer right now live on this webinar. All right, So if you have a question for me, I know Noel, you're here. That's good. I know you got some questions. If it's your specific company specific, feel free to ask it. What I'll do is, if I have the answer, I will give that to you. And for the rest of you guys, hello. Hope you're having a good week. As I'm having an awesome week. As you can see, last weekend we just picked up some bonus checks. And how many of you would like to have the $100,000 check, or the 250, or both? All right. So perfect. I'm seeing questions. How many did you explain? All right. I'm having some awesome questions coming here. So just type in the more questions on there. The more questions you have, the better. And I'll start hammering those questions out. And remember, you might not have a question, or you might think you have a question that doesn't relate. Just ask the question, because there's someone else, maybe someone on your team member, maybe someone crossline, who says, hey, you know what? I would love to know the answer to this question. Okay. So for example, I'll just give you a quick question that was asked of me at a challenge party that I'm just coming from. Literally, I just came in like 12 minutes ago from another challenge party. The question was, Dave, if I started a small package, okay, if I started a smaller package, what's the advantage of me buying the higher package? Because, companies, let me pull up my paintbrush here. And this will actually help you, because it doesn't matter what company you're in, okay? So in the company that she's talking about, there's my magical pen here. Okay, the company she's in is ViSalus. All right. So with that company, they have 3 levels to get started in: $49, $4.99, and $9.99. So her question was twofold. One was, if someone buys $49, like why should someone spend $4.99 or $9.99 to join? Why can't they just spend $49? That's the first question. And the other question is, what does it cost to upgrade? Okay. Well, first, let me answer the second question first. If you start at $49, you have 30 days to where you can pay the difference to upgrade. Okay. Again, you have 30 days for you to be able to upgrade. Okay. So 30 days to upgrade. All right, so that means you just pay the difference to move on to the next level. Okay, now that's the second part. The first part is, why should people join at this higher positions? Now, just so you know how I look at business, I told her, because she said, Dave, some of her people, they want to test out the business first before they know if they want to do it. I told her, to me, this $49 doesn't exist. Okay, and specifically because in this company, ViSalus, you need to be at $4.99 or higher if you want to be BMW qualified. All right, and I told her that for me, I always promote the highest package. Now, how does it relate to you if you're not doing ViSalus? No matter what company you're in, you should always, always, always promote the highest package. Okay, now this is what happens for most people. Most people who are getting involved in a business, they don't have the money to get in. They say they don't have the money. They're not sure if the business is going to work, whatever the case is. So what they do is they try to come in at the least painful amount. Okay, that's what this $49 is. Okay, they don't want to spend that much money, and if they don't do that much, then they haven't lost that much money. Okay, what I tell people is, don't even bother getting involved in the business if this is what you want to do. You're better off just becoming a customer of whatever company you're in and just try out the products. That's better for you. But if you're going to get into a business, you either get into the business or you don't get into the business. There's no let me try the business out, or whatever the case is. A gentleman yesterday I met, and we asked him, I said, look, are you a 1, 2, or 3? Okay, so 1 and 2 are customers, and 3 is a business builder. And he tells me, I'm a 2 and kind of like a 3 as well. So I'm a 2 and 3. And I said, that's great. Are you a 2 or 3? Okay, you can't be a 2 and a 3. You're either going to be a 2 or a 3. So the same way, it's like saying, well, I'm going to stand up, I'm going to sit down. Okay, so you're either standing or you're sitting down. You're not going to be kind of one or the other. You're either going to stand up or you're going to sit down, but you have to make a choice. Okay, and that's the same way for you, and that's the same way for your prospects. You have to decide, look, you know what, I'm going to come into a business, period. That's it. Or I'm not going to come into a business. Don't say I'm going to come into a business and let me see if it works. Okay, there's no see if it works. Okay, so what happens? You decide here, and I just let you know for Visalis specifically, if you were to come in at $4.99 and you were going to buy everything that came in at $9.99, you would spend over $2,000. Okay, and it's happened already for me in my group. Okay, what happens? Someone starts at $4.99. They start to talk to people. They find people are excited. People are coming on board, and people are bringing other people on board. And all of a sudden, they need more samples. They need to come to an event. They need to do a lot of other things, and they start buying all the extra stuff on the side. They end up spending almost $2,000 for what they could have spent $9.99 to get. Okay, so the $9.99 is actually the better deal. Now, let me explain to you from a business point of view why you want to approach people from the $9.99. Even if you didn't start that, ideally you want to start at a level you're telling people to start at, but let's say that you could not afford to. Let's say you started only at $4.99. Okay, and again, it doesn't matter what company you're in. You're always better to promote the high package, because what people will say to you is this. You know, Dave, I don't have $9.99 right now. Is it okay if I start at $4.99? Okay, they will downgrade themselves to the next available package. If you only focus on $49, guess what the next level is after that? Well, Dave, you know, I don't have $49, so let me think about it. Okay, and a lot of people do this, and they don't even realize that they're doing this. Okay, and it's because you're not secure. I don't want to say you're scared, but you're just not secure about the opportunity you're in. So that's why you don't want to promote the highest package. I always promote the highest package. You know, the other company that I get paid for is actually free for someone to join in that business. And for 4 years, I've been promoting join, it's free, join, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's join, is free. And then if you can, buy 1 bottle of product. Okay? When I started having success is when I started promoting the large package. And the large package is $12,720. Okay? When I started promoting this, I got people that took me more serious because, first of all, they're looking at me, they're staring at me like a deer in headlights. They're like, this guy is crazy. I don't have $12,000. But when I finished explaining what the whole business was, they saw it as a business. And would you believe it? People would come in at $12,000. Now, those who couldn't, they would say, you know, Dave, is it okay if I come in at $5,000? For me, remember, I don't care how they come in. I was happy just getting them in as free before. But guess how much 10% of free is? It's still $0. Okay? As opposed to 10% of, say, $12,000. Okay? So what you always want to do is always promote the highest package of whatever your company offers, and let your prospect, let them tell you what they want to spend. The reality is you don't care how they come in. You're just going to tell them the best deal for them. They will pick, but always start high. Let them downgrade themselves. Don't downgrade themselves on your behalf. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right. Now, there's a whole bunch of questions that came in here. Let me start from the top here. It's this is from Sean. Sean, I will not say your last name, so don't you worry. It says here, in Visalis, how many people did you explain the business to every day? All right, so you know, Sean, I guess Sean's question is, Dave, how many people did I talk to? Are you asking me like what I still do right now, or what I did to get the bonus checks that I got to? Because again, it's all different amounts. So I'll just tell you what happened. For me specifically, where is my magical pen here? Here we go. Okay, this is building a business. Okay, when you're building a business, question really, and I was at an event, and the guy says, look, if you want to build this business properly, you're going to have to put in 40 hours a week. Okay? If you really want to get to 6-figure income, you're going to have to put in 80-hour weeks. Okay, now, you know, you're in a business. And again, I'm being honest. I hope you guys are okay with me being honest. Okay? So, to answer your question, Let me see. The busiest day I could think of is when I was doing a webinar, not webinar. I was doing one-on-one presentations. I started at 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. And what I did was every hour on the hour till 10 p.m. I did a meeting. So I did one at 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if it was only one person per hour, then that would be 10 or 11 people. But the reality is what happened is that these first parts here, this first chunks here was maybe about 1 or 2 people per presentation. But what happened, people that came in at these presentations, they started bringing people back here. So by the time I got here now, I was talking to between 3 to 5 people per presentation, right? So again, I don't have time. I don't wait for challenge parties. I don't wait for a big meeting at the end of the night to meet a bunch of people. I run out and I meet people. And what it is, it's not me going out and finding people. It's me. I brought in a total of 22 people into this business so far. Okay, there's more coming on board right now, but 22 as of when I got to the rank I got to. But from the 22, about 9 of them are trying to do something, and really about 5 of them are actually doing something. So what happened is that I'm working with these 5 and their team. So anyone within their team, I'm in one place, I'm in one location. So I would choose like a coffee shop. Okay, and I would sit there. I would let people know like a few days before. I said, look, guys, this coming Wednesday, I'm going to be at this location from this time to this time. And then, you can bring your people in. So what will happen is people just started booking the times and started bringing people on board. And what happens is if you can create that kind of excitement and enthusiasm when people, you bring your other team members, when they come and they see other people bringing people, they get excited, start calling people right then and there. And it's almost like doing like a pre-party. Before you know it, near the end, you're having so many people come to meet you, there's not even enough chairs. Okay, so Sean, I hope I answered your question on how many people. It really depends. It really depends. I mean, it could be as little as 3 or 4 people, but it could be also as much as 30 or 40 people. It really depends. Sandra says, what are we doing wrong when inviting people as they never show up to the challenge party, even though they say they will? Honestly, Sandra, the only thing I can say that you're doing wrong is you just need to. There's nothing really wrong you're doing. I mean, if the people really, if they were pre-partied properly, if they got some information first, and they said, you ask them, do you want more information? If they say yes, you invite them there, and you tell them right then and there. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to get pissed enough where you'll say, listen, if you're not going to make it, please tell me now, because I am looking for serious people. And I mean, you could push them like that. And right then and there, they'll say, okay, no, it's okay. I won't be able to make it. And you're better off doing that. The other thing I was going to say is, what? If the people don't show up, that's fine. You call them back, say, look, what? I know you didn't show up at a challenge party. That's fine. I have to sit down with you to show you what we're doing. And you book a time now to go meet them. Don't keep waiting for challenge parties. Let's see. Jay-Lynn here. Okay, how can I find quality people? Seems like the people put in my business don't stay long. Jay-Lynn, I'm just reading your question. You said people put in your business. So is it you put in the people in your business, or is it someone else put in those people into your business? Yeah, all right. Brandon, I see your question. I'm just waiting for an answer here from Jay-Lynn. Is it you bringing the people into the business, or someone else putting them into the business? Because there's 2 different answers for that. Okay, Charles says he wants some checks. That's good. Work the business. Okay, Brandon is asking, how can you build this online? That's a good question. Okay, Brandon, I will be coming back to you. Let me see what Megan is saying here. What do you say when people bulk at any MLM opportunity? Oh, I like that. All right. No, also, how do you start marketing? It's acceptable. I just did. Okay. So, Brandon, I'm going to come back to yours about how to build online. Okay. Let me see if Jillian answered here. Jillian has answered. Okay. So, first of all, Megan, your question is, what do you say when people bulk at MLM opportunities? Megan, do you have a microphone on your computer? Because if you do, I would love to hear what's happening. If you do, just put your hand up and I can. Oh, you don't. How convenient, huh? All right. Okay. When people bulk, to be really honest with you, I don't think people bulk at MLM opportunities. People bulk at the way we approach them for different opportunities. Okay. Because for me personally, I'm just trying to think here. I see this is what I think of. Okay. When I'm speaking to someone about any MLM opportunity, doesn't matter what it is. Okay. I think that they are so lucky that I even thought about telling them about what it is that I'm doing. Okay, let me maybe see. I want to see if I can draw a picture here because people like to see stuff in picture here. New, where are we? Okay. All right. So I want you to think of it like this here. I gotta make this yellow. I hope you guys can see this here. Nah, it's too bright. Okay, this is supposed to be a box, okay? Well, my drawing skills are not the best. All right. Now, in this box, there's $100,000, okay? So this is a box here. And Megan, this is for you, okay? So this here is a box. It has $100,000 in it. All right, so it's packed with money, and I want you. So this box, I have given you this box of money, okay? And you are at home right now with this box of money. All right, so let me draw you here. This is you here, okay? So this is Megan, okay? Megan is so happy. She's about to change someone's life, okay? So this is you with this big box of money, all right? So again, there's $100,000 in here. And your only job, okay, this is your door, okay? So that's your door there. So that's a good drawing. So here are your people, okay? Whatever you want to call them, friends, family, strangers, all that stuff, okay? And what you're doing right now is you're picking up the phone and you're calling these people, right? And what you have to do, you cannot tell them that you have a box with $100,000. What I want you to do is the first person that comes into your house, so anyone who comes in through this door, all right, whoever comes in through this door, the first person that comes in, your job is to give them this box of $100,000 in cash. Okay, so you understand? So you have $100,000 in cash, and I want you to give it to the first person that you get to come over to your house. I want you to give them that box of $100,000. Okay? Now, you are not allowed to tell them that you have $100,000 to give them. You're not allowed to tell them that you have some cash for them. Okay, you can invite them any other way. And Sandra, this actually will work for you as well. Okay, but you're allowed to invite them any other way, except you can't tell them you have cash or anything for them. It's just when they show up, you're gonna give them this $100,000. Okay, now let me write down something here so you know what this box is. This box is called opportunity. I hope I spelled that properly. Opportunity. Lord, help me. If I didn't spell opportunity properly, please correct me. All right. So, okay. So, Megan, listen to me. I'm going to call these people now. All right. So here goes. So you call this person here. Listen, I have an opportunity for you. I need you to come to my house as soon as possible. Please show up. It could change your life. This person goes, oh my God, is this one of those MLM things again? Okay, now, Megan, I'm extending this, okay? But I want you to think about this. What is it about what I said that will make them even think it was an MLM opportunity? I just have a box of money here I need to give to them. It has nothing to do with MLM, has nothing to do with network marketing. If they show up, I'm going to change their life. Literally, I'm going to give them $100,000 in cash. Okay, well, this person says, nah, is it one of those things or whatever the case is? So forget it, that person is gone. Okay, they're not even coming. Okay, you call the next person here, this person here. Hey, listen, you know what? It's urgent. You got to come to my house. I got something I want to show you. Well, if you don't tell me what it is, I'm not coming. Actually, you know what? There's a movie. It's called James Bond. The movie just came out, and I need to go watch that with some friends first. Okay, so I think that's more important. They're gone. Okay, again, remember, you're the one with the opportunity in hand. It could be anything. So when you're talking to people, I don't believe people balk at any MLM opportunity, except if you're saying, hey, look, I just joined a new MLM and I want you to come see this. See, it's how you're approaching people that will make people then respond back to you in a way that what you wrote, people balk at opportunities. For me, no one balks at any opportunity, because how do they know what the opportunity is? It might not be network marketing. It might be something else. Okay? So what happens now, this person here, this is a good friend of yours. He said, listen, you know what? I need you to come over to my house at whatever it is. Come over right now. Person said, sure, no problem. I'll be there. And this person goes, and they're about to ring the doorbell. And they're like, oh man, you know what? This might be one of those MLM deals. Hold on. They go outside. They call you last minute and they say, oh, you know what? I forgot, but I have to do the laundry. I'll be there next week. Okay, so again, Sandra, that's your last minute cancellation. They don't show up. Okay, whatever reason. And let's come here. This person, you call them up. Say, listen, you know what? You got to come over. I got something I got to show you. Sure, no problem. They show up. They come in. This is them. And you go, here you go. Thank you for showing up. Who's the luckiest person here? Is it you? No. It's this person. Because, and remember, and this is why I said this is what you need to have as your mindset. Okay? You are the one giving all these people an opportunity. It is up to them for them to choose if they will be the lucky person to work with you. And if you can keep this in your head when you're calling people, keep this in your head when you're doing your presentations, keep this in your head when you're asking them if they're 1, 2, or 3, always remember that your prospect is the luckiest person on planet Earth because you chose to call them. You chose to show them what it is that you're doing because you have a choice of anyone else out there that you could share this with. And if you ask all the people who are having success in any business, when they're getting big bonus checks of stuff like this, you know what? For me personally, I am lucky. I am lucky that the guy who called me about this and told me about it. I'm lucky that he three-wayed me to Tim, who Tim actually shared this with me. Okay? It's not the other way around. And a lot of times people always think that, oh, I'm so happy this person listened to me. That's baloney. So just change how you're thinking when you're talking to your prospect. Okay? I hope this makes sense. And I was trying to make it visually, but does that make sense to you? All right. So, all right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so Charles, same thing. You're still waiting for people to agree to join the business. They agreed, but they haven't. You can't wait for them. You just got to keep on going because it's the same thing. All right. Now, Brandon, and let me come back to your question here. All right. I hope not, Carol. All right. So Brandon, Mark also says, what do you feel is a stronger way to build the business online? A website with very high results or straight to website? Gosh, Mark, what the heck? What kind of question are you asking me here? Okay, so, all right, I'm going to answer that as well. So Mark is asking me, What do you recommend the best video to send to people coming to the challenge parties? All right. And Brandon is saying, Noel, I will answer your questions as well here. All right. So Brandon's question is, how do you build this online? So this is my new piece of paper here. All right. Building this online, okay? Again, like I told you guys, I'll just be honest with you. That's what this Sunday's webinar stuff is about. It's about me being authentic with you. Okay, so online, when I first saw ViSalus, all right, this is what I wanted to do. I just wanted to build the business online, all right? I did not want to go out and meet people. I did not want to have to run around and do presentations. I just didn't want to do any of that stuff, okay? And I've been looking for an online business. And to be honest with you, I've done a few online businesses, and I've also had success with online businesses. The only thing is this. The problem with an online business is that most people that I got involved in a business, they're actually involved in about anywhere from 3 to 4 other opportunities. Okay? And what that means is they are not committed to any one opportunity. All right? Now, what I've found is that when I started to go out to actually meet people, I actually got bigger commitments from people. And I don't know, maybe it's because they have to drive somewhere and sit down with you and whatever it is. But when I'm meeting with someone, I have their undivided attention. They're not checking Facebook like some of you are doing right now while I'm doing this webinar. They're not checking email like some of you are doing right now. I can tell. I can see. I can call some names right now. I can see when you're doing something else while you're on this webinar as well. That's technology. But when you're meeting with someone face to face, they're paying attention to you. Okay? So, is there a way to do this online? Yes, there is, and I'm going to share with you what I feel will be the best way to do this online. Okay, so what I would do. Okay, now again, this is not for everybody because for most people, you're just going to get lost, and I understand. So don't worry about it. For those of you who are online, this is what I would do. Okay, I would create what's known as a funnel. Okay, so basically a capture page. All right, you already know what that is. All right. And with this capture page, so now you're going to have to either advertise or, mark like you're going to do your SEO, whatever it is. Advertise, you can do Facebook advertising as well. And you're going to be directing all your people to a capture page. What I would do is make it a generic capture page. All right. Now, just so you know, we do have a capture page here in ViSalus. SuperViaBiz. Okay, so we do have one, but I don't recommend you use that. Okay, so this here is a capture page. Okay, so just for those of you who are new, wondering what a capture page is a page that normally has like a video and then has a form where people can fill in their information. When they click find out more, you get an email that lets you know that someone went to your website. Okay, so you can see here, they can say they're interested in losing weight, getting fit, making money, or all of the above. So this way you can filter people out, okay? Now, the reason why when you do network marketing, you don't want to promote this specific page is because someone who's already been hit by ViSalus, if they go, oh, Body by Vi, I already know about it, they will not fill out this form. So that's why you want to have a generic page that people will fill in the form. You want to be given the opportunity for you to be able to explain to them what it is that you're actually doing. Okay, so they enter to this capture page, and now Brandon, Mark, this is what I recommend if you want to have the most powerful impact on your online stuff. Once you get this capture page stuff, you phone them. Okay, you pick up the phone and actually call these people. That's what I would do, because you need to mix the offline with the online. And if you don't want to phone the people, hey, listen, that's very easy to do. You just hire someone to call your prospects for you. And all you do is in the prospects, what I would do is just try to find out a bit more about them. Where they located, why did they fill in the capture page, how much money are they looking to make, and how much money do they have to start a business. Are they willing to commit themselves into a business if you can show them a step-by-step system of them having success? You see, out of any business I've ever done, ever, ViSalus is the only company where I can show you from brand spanking new from day one what to do for you to make your first $1,000, to where you can get to your own BMW, to where you can make $3,000, to where you can make $5,000, $10,000. I can show you step by step what to do, only because ViSalus already has a plan laid out. Okay, so I just need to know the person I'm talking to, what do they want to get? If they want to make $1,000 a month, I can tell them what to do that. If they want to get to a BMW, I can tell them what to do that. But I need to know what they're looking for first. Okay, so that's what I would do. And then the reason I say call them is because most people who are doing stuff online, they never get a phone call from a live person. All they get is auto responders. Okay, they get videos, they get emails in their email box that goes into a spam box. They never get someone who actually picks up the phone to get to know who they are. So that's why they're in so many different opportunities and they have no loyalty. Okay, so I would call them, find out where they're at, and then from that, then you can send them the video. Okay, Mark was asking what video do you send to them. To be totally honest with you, after you talk to the people, what you're doing is you're building a relationship with them. It doesn't matter what you send them afterwards, because they're either going to be more interested in doing what you're doing, no matter what video they see, or they're not going to be interested. Okay, so what I normally do is I would send them to my regular page here, because on that page has this video. It's only 5 minutes long. It talks about the challenge that we're doing. Also talks that there's a business opportunity to it, but it's a 5-minute video. Okay, so that's what I would do, because again, they came in from an online space. All right, so and then from there, everything else after is pretty simple, because all the training after they get started, all that other stuff, you can always direct them to a challenge party in the city that they're in, or all the training they need on video training, all that stuff's all in the back office as well. Okay, so this is how I would do. Where's my pen? How I would do the online stuff. Okay, if you're good at advertising, direct them to a generic page. From that, get their contact information, which means their phone number as well. Pick up the phone and call them. Build that rapport. It doesn't have to be a long call. It could be like a 5-minute call with them, but I promise you'll get a lot better conversion from those people, and they'll stick to you, and they'll actually want to come out and go somewhere, like go to a challenge party or something like that. Okay, that's what I would do. All right, if you have more questions on that, Brandon, let me know. Or Mark, same thing for you. Carol, of course I'm going to respond. Hi, Carol. It said 8 p.m. Yeah, it was 8 p.m. It was 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. All right. Mike, yes, sir. You have a question. Do you want me to unmute you? Is that what you're saying? If you have a microphone, you have a question, let me know. I can unmute you, and then you can speak your question out. Where is Mike? No Mike. Okay, so type in your question, Mike. Okay, Noel, I'm going to answer your question. Noel said, Noel, where is Noel here? Noel says, how did you do meetings at a Tim Hortons? Like, how do you do meetings at coffee shops without shakes? Good question. Noel had a whole bunch of questions here. Let me see what the other question was. How do you decide where to place people if you're recruiting more than 3 in your first week? Okay. And how many parties should you assist your team with before let them grow? Okay, those are good questions. Let me see who else here. How did you start marketing and success? I just started. Okay, Mike Heron. I think there's more than one Mike's here. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, Mike, basically all I did, I just started talking to people. If you do the GST.vi.com, it says make a list of people, call them, let them know about a challenge, and just point them to the information. That's how I started. All right. Now, Noel, to answer your question, so Noel's first question is, how did I make the shakes for people? again, I just so you guys, I'll be honest with you guys. Let me just draw this. This is Noel's side here. So when I meet at coffee shops, all right, I'm meeting strictly for business. Okay, I don't meet people at coffee shops because I'm looking for them to take a challenge. I'm not meeting with people at coffee shop because I want them to lose weight. Okay, they can get all that information online. They can order a kit, all that kind of stuff. People I meet at coffee shops, I'm talking to them about getting into a BMW. All right. So what it is that I came up with this really quick presentation. It takes about 10 minutes to do, and I would present that to them. So I did not make any shakes. I didn't blend anything. And this way I can keep flipping through people. Now what I did is before I did the presentation, I would tell them how we normally do the business is we press blend, then we press shake, and then we simply ask if you're a 1, 2, or 3. Okay? But the reason I'm meeting you here at the coffee shop right now is because I know you're someone that's serious and you want to get into a BMW, and also you'd love to get into a $25,000 bonus check. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay that out for you. Okay? So, and then that's basically what happens, and I go right into that. Now, if you want to know how what kind of presentation I show, the best thing for you to do is go to workwithsuperdave.com, and somewhere down here, older post. So again, it's workwithsuperdave.com, and right here, it says Visalis 90-Day Challenge and Super Dave Ogunaike. Okay, this is what you're looking for here. I guess you go to workwithsuperdave.com/page/2, or just go to workwithsuperdave.com. If you watch this here, this video, this was the webinar I did. It's about, you can see here, it's an hour 41 minutes, but it was so exciting. I mean, so many people, their lives changed when they watched this. What I did in this webinar was I spoke about the presentation that I did. I actually did the whole presentation, so you can copy it. Okay, so you can use it on your people. I have people who are using it right now. I also spoke about how do I find people, what do I say to people for them to give me a referral, how do I get unlimited referrals. All that stuff is all on this video. In fact, there's team members who are not in my team who use this video to train their new people who just came into the business. So Mike Herron, you kept asking me a question about where do I find people, all that kind of stuff, and marketing stuff. This would be the video I'd get you to watch. Okay, so just go to workwithsuperdave.com, scroll to the bottom, click on older post, and then you're looking for this video here, Visalis 90-Day Challenge and Super Dave Ogunaike. Okay, that will answer a lot of your questions on, how do you find people, what do you say to them, how do you get referrals from those people, all that kind of stuff. All right, Charles, I think you watched that video. I hope you did. If not, maybe watch it again. All right, let me see more questions here. Email says no. Okay, microphone. All right, Noel, I know you asked. You have your mic there. Give us a copy of the 10-minute. Okay, so it's right on here, Noel. Just watch that. You can pause that video. And just so you guys know, I try my best to not create any new systems or anything. But with that being said, I also know there's a lot of people who say, look, they want to know what the business part is real quick. I'm going to tell you this to be really upfront. If someone joins you in your business, okay, I'm going to talk specifically about Visalis right now. If they do not have a 90-day challenge, personal challenge for themselves, okay, they will not last in the business, okay? They need to have their own 90-day challenge first, or even if they're going to be doing the business, there has to be one at the back of their head that they really want to get to. Because if not, if they're only looking at this from a business opportunity standpoint, what's going to happen, depending on if they have credibility with other people or not, if they do, they'll bring other people on board. But what's going to keep those people going is that person having their own challenge and then being able to talk about it to other individuals. Okay, so you want to make sure they have their own 90-day challenge. All right. Let me see it. Just start marketing. Okay, Solomon Brendanson. For the online funnel, if you got the meeting after the phone calls, is it effective to send someone in your first level, or do you recommend going yourself? Okay, Brandon, I don't understand your question again. Brandon, do you have a microphone? If you do, say yes or no. And Doug, can I use capture page? Yes, of course, Doug. Yes, you can. But depending, make sure you use your capture page that is created for your company. Okay, if you want to use a capture page for another business, I recommend creating another capture page for that. All right. All right. And okay, Megan's asking, when did I join Visalis? I joined July 5th. July 8th is when I actually signed up. July 15th is when I went to Miami and saw the big picture. So that's July 8th of 2012. Okay, Brandon has no microphone. That's cool. And Sean is saying, if you had to start all over again without your market, what would you do? Ooh, Sean, good question. Okay, Sean, I'm going to come back to you. Noel, I'm going to just unmute you because I know you have a microphone here, and I think I answered your question, but let me just unmute you real quick here. All right, Noel, you're live. You're live. Hello, Noel.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hi. How are you?
Good, sir, and you?
I am powerfully prolific. Awesome.
Okay, I answered your question about the presentation, where to find that, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I got that. The next questions I had though were with respect to growth. If you have a situation where you got exceptional response from the people that you spoke with. Next thing you know, you've got 10, 20, 30 people joining in your business in the same week. All of us are relatively green in the business, but and from the conference in St. Louis on the Streamline, they said that everybody should be doing challenge parties at their homes.
Yep.
Like, how do you manage that? And when you've got a bunch of new folks that are coming on, and there's one of you, and they got a couple of your upline, but they've also got their new people that are registering. And you know, how do you how did you do it, like to get people independent quickly?
Well, you know what? It's the beauty about what we do is that everything's very systemized. Okay, so first of all, what I did, because I can only talk about what I did. Okay, I'm going to tell you what you should do, but I'll tell you what I did. Okay, because we ran pretty fast. Now, was basically I was running from challenge party to challenge party. So what I would do for me personally, a challenge party is normally 2 hours long. Okay, and this is the breakdown. All right, so normally a challenge party would start at 7:30 p.m. and 7:30 to 8 o'clock is shakes. All right, and then from 8 to 8:30 p.m. is the video, and then 8:30 to 8:45 is you're trying to find out who's a 1, 2, or 3, and then from 8:45 to 9:15 p.m. would be GST. That's getting started training. Okay, that's normally what we do. So what I would do is, while the shakes was actually happening, if someone, again, to learn how to do all this stuff, anyone could do this. Okay, because we didn't have anyone here in my area when we first started. And someone asked that question. I forgot who it was. I think it was Sean. Sean said, if I start all over again, what would you do? Sean, this is what I did. Okay, I was brand new. I didn't bring anyone from any. I brought 2 people I knew before. Everyone else I'm working with are all brand new people. I've never worked with them before. So we just simply watch party.vi.com. That's how I learned how to do the party. And then my very first challenge party that I did, what I actually did, I had another guy who I know was already involved. I just opened up my box the day I was doing my party. I brought my shakes out. He helped me do the blend-in part, and I went and I pressed play on the DVD. So you blend your shakes, do the DVD, And after the DVD, you simply ask if you're 1, 2, or 3. And then what you do is you filter. You say, look, if you're 1 and 2, 1 and 2, go to the kitchen. And if you're 3, stay for training. All right. And then what we did is then 3, we press play again for the GST. Okay, so Noel, basically what happened is I was always at one challenge party every single day because that was 2 hours long. But what I did afterwards is I would either meet someone again around 10:30, and then normally another person again at 2 a.m. Okay, I did some after, but normally that's at 10:30 and 2, so I can still meet 2 more people. But these people have already gone to a challenge party and they were in number 3, and they wanted to know how to run. All right, so what's happening is that I can still talk to these people, but I tell the people here who want to do their own thing, this is all you got to go do. Go watch party.vi.com to learn how to do the party. Make sure you have a DVD with you. Take a sample shake. You can blend, and then when you get 1, 2, or 3, when you get your number 3, call me. So this way I can be on the phone with number 3s to welcome them to the team and to tell them, look, you know, our system is very, very simple, da-da-da-da. And then you can either direct them to the next challenge party that you're going to be at to get to meet you in person, or they can just start doing their own party as well. So you don't need to be at 4 and 5 different challenge parties every single day. But I was out there, I was meeting a whole whackload of people every single day, but I would only be doing 1 challenge party. Now on a weekend, you know, I could do as much as 3. You know, start one about 2 o'clock, do another one by 4 o'clock, and one more at 8 o'clock. Okay, and now lately what I've been doing is I just show up now near the end of the second video. So this way I can actually hit 2 challenge parties in a day. The rest of the time I'm just on the phone. Okay, so you don't need to be running all over the place with all your people. Let your people. I mean, I had all my people they were doing parties. There's no training. I mean, it's just blend, play, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, what people need help in is asking the 1, 2, 3. Okay, so at the end of the DVD, you can tell them, listen, when you're done, I have my very good friend. His name is Noel. He's also my business partner. And I'm going to just call him right now. He's the guy who introduced me to this. And then when they put you on the phone, you'll say, listen, hey guys, listen, this is Noel. I'm here at another challenge party right now. And, you know, Dave's a very good friend of mine. And he just finished, you finished tasting the shake. And then he pressed play on the DVD. You've just seen the DVD. And really all we're looking for right now is to see who wants to run with us. You know, you're either going to be a 1, a customer. 2, a customer gets the product for free. Or 3, someone wants to drive into a BMW. What I'm doing personally, I'm running with the people who want to drive a BMW because we want to create success stories within our group. So, you know, how many people do we have there? And, you know, I would have told you how many people we have already. So, okay, who's a 1 or 2? Just go to the kitchen and Dave will set you up, or Dave's got someone that'll set you up with your product package for your goal. But who's a 3? I want to hear from the 3. Who's a 3 there? And whoever is a 3, they'll respond to you. And you say, hey, great, no, welcome on board. Next step, Dave's going to be pressing play for the training to get you trained. And then what will be good for you to do is maybe bring some people to the next challenge party that I'll be at. And that way I can meet you in person. You know, then you just direct them to the next party that you're going to be at.
Got it.
Okay. Because there's only so many you can go. There's only so many parties you can be at.
Oh, 100%. And it's just, I guess, making certain that you're there for the people the way that you want to be, because, you know, you've introduced them to the opportunity. They're fortunate that you introduced them, but you also got to sort of guide them along, you know?
Right. Yeah, no, I understand. And you want to be there with everybody. But what I would do, like in my case, I did, for me personally, I did 1 challenge party for myself. And I made a point of inviting everybody I could to that 1 party. And I told everyone at that party, I said, guys, I am doing 1 challenge party for myself. Anyone who signs up today, I'm going to run with you. So from today onward, every challenge party will be for you or someone within your group. And that'll be it. So now to answer your other question was, what happens if I sign up more than 3 people? right?
Right.
So this is what you do. You sign them up all personal to you right now. Okay? The company gives you 60 days from when you can move people. And right now you don't have to worry about moving anybody anywhere. Just sign them up all personally. In the next 45 days, you will see who's going to really step up and start to make something happen. You might have someone here who had success in another business. They may do nothing in this business. And you have someone who's never done anything before, and they're the ones taking this thing to the moon. So you just don't know who's going to do anything. So you don't move anybody. Don't place anybody under anybody right now. For the next 45 days, just keep running with those who keep you busy and just keep bringing more people on board. Okay, so don't place anybody anywhere.
Got it. And then you can literally put people even if they're up to 40 days, because you could have like 50 people join in 40 days or 45 days.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
But if they signed up under somebody else, then I guess you can only place people that you personally have sponsored.
Exactly, that's right. And those people can only move people that they personally brought in. So you're only concerned about people that you brought in, and if you can move them or not. So just don't move anybody and that'll be another conversation we'll have later on once your team starts to grow, and then you start structuring people to make certain things happen. Okay,
Got it.
All right. While we're talking, okay, I think more people are having questions here. All right. All right. And another question or not?
Yeah. One more day before I go. It's from coming back to the Tim Hortons for a second. So you're sitting down, you do this 10-minute talk with them. They're interested. So it's basically a pre-party is what you're doing with them when you're meeting with them one-on-one. Because then you're then inviting them. Are they registering right then, or are they coming out to a challenge party first?
No, I'm trying to think of the last ones I did. But basically what happened, I do a one-on-one. They don't register. Really, I don't push anyone to sign up on the spot. I have learned to just let people make a decision for themselves. And I've actually had more success that way, because I find when I push people to join, they may join, but then they don't do anything, versus the ones that I just say, hey, look, you've seen the information now. You let me know how you want to play a role in this. And I'm almost pushing them away, and they fight more to want to jump on board. So I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything on the spot. I'm pre-partying them. I'm presenting to them and showing them everything, all at the same time.
Got it. No, I get it. It's a pre-party essentially when you're sitting down and meet with them at Timmy. So you could do 4 or 5 pre-parties in a day, no problem.
Exactly.
And then if they want to actually become a player, then they come out to try the shakes out, and meet the team, that type of thing, and
exactly.
Bring some folks.
Because some people I know, when I put them on the video, I mean, because I'm a prime example of that. If you send me a Visalis video before, which lots of people have done, I just blow it off. I'm like, okay, who cares? I'm not interested in losing weight. Like, what's the big deal? So what I did is I called a few people. I said, listen, you know what? I'm sure you've heard of Visalis already. And you know what? I've heard about it also for 5 years. But I saw something different. And I want to lay out the game plan as to how people get into BMW so fast, and how I can get you a $25,000 bonus check within the next 30 to 60 days. So when can we meet up? Okay, so my assumption is they've already heard about Visalis before, but I'm going to show them something, and now I have to show it to them. Show them something that they've never seen about or heard about Visalis. Man, there's still more questions popping in here. What the heck? Guys, it's already 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm just going to read out the last 2 questions here. Sorry, Noel. Let me see here. I signed up for $4.99 package. I want to be successful. Was I wrong to not get the $9.99 package? Money is a kind of issue, but I guess I want to make it back quickly. You know what, Mike? It's okay. Whatever level you started at is totally fine. If you can afford to do $9.99, that is the better package to do. If you only come at $4.99, that's a-okay as well. The key part is just to start going. Get your list of people together and start pre-partying with those people. Get together with someone else who's having success already. Work with them, and let's start getting people on board for you. All right. Sean is saying, so when you called people, did you say, hey, I have an opportunity that could change your life, come to my house, or did you just got started? Sean, no, I didn't say, I never tell people I got an opportunity that can change your life, because everyone hears that. This is what I said. Again, you'll watch in the video, you'll see. I said, listen, no, you know what? This is how I place myself, okay? I'm really speaking to them, but I use myself as a third party. I go, you know what? I was lucky enough. Okay, so it's me, right? I was lucky enough that someone shared with me a business that actually allows me to help people get into BMWs pretty fast. And I don't know if it's for you, to be really honest. But what I'd like to share it with you, and then you may know someone that you might be able to refer me to that this might be for. Okay, so I never target the people themselves. And because I'm pulling it away from them, they're now saying, how does he know it's not for me? Like, he doesn't know me. He hasn't even showed me what this is. Okay, so I approach people, but I approach them from a different perspective. All right. Okay, you don't. All right, Sandra says, thank you for saying you don't pressure people on the spot. That is what we do as well, and we're finding it's working much better, and they're watching us on Facebook and asking questions. That's right. So, yeah, Sandra, yeah, I don't push people to get started, but I emphasize, I should be clear about this, I emphasize that, you know what, it will be in their interest to get started as quick as possible, because we're a freight train, we're moving. And they want to be part of this train as it's happening. All right. All right. Well, hey, Mike, perfect. I guess you're on my team. Woo! All right. So, guys, listen, I'm going to be I don't even have the location right now, but if you're in Toronto, I will be at a challenge party in Scarborough, I believe. Noel, I did mute you out. I'm going to unmute you one more time. You can give out the address so that we can pack this place out. I hope you don't mind. Okay, Noel, you have been unmuted. Map.google.
Okay.
Do you have the address?
We're gonna be at Shane's place on Wednesday, and that is.
I know I put you on the spot here, but
91 Deans Croft Square, DANS Croft, CROFT Square. It's near Morningside and Lawrence. So it's like he's gonna have a pretty packed house on Wednesday.
We're gonna make sure to pack it out. We're gonna pack it out. Let me see. Leave for airport. Dean's Croft. Oh, Dean. Okay. Dean's Croft. All right. Okay, so here it's where it's at. It's all the way out to Timbuktu. So it's near Pickering, kind of, on the way to Pickering.
Super Dave, are you coming tomorrow night, 7:30?
No, not 100%. Tomorrow's ultrasound with the wife, and I don't know what's going to happen after that. So I shouldn't be saying this right now. If it's a girl, she might not be a happy camper. So I'll have to be with her. If it's a boy, then that'll be totally different. So we'll see. She really wants a boy. So, anyway.
Dave. Before you go, there is one last question.
Okay.
For my friend calling in from Jamaica. If you're talking about a long distance deal where somebody is interested in pursuing the opportunity, what is your suggestion on the best way for that person to get moving, get started? Because I don't know that they have challenge parties out there yet, or how that whole thing works.
Wait, how far are we talking about? Did you say Jamaica?
Yeah, Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Oh, that's your Jamaican person. Well, yes. What they do is if they get 50 people there and willing to pay my flight and hotel, I'll gladly come and spend a month with them in Montego Bay. No, but seriously, the party. Okay, first of all, it's 7 p.m. right? 7 p.m. For Wednesday.
Yes.
I think it's 7 p.m. It's Sandra at 7 p.m. With this Wednesday in Toronto. Okay, so all right. Now to answer your question, it's going to be a little bit tougher because there's no challenge parties out there or anything that I'm aware of. But you know what? That's also an opportunity for them. Basically, they will do the same thing. They can order the product. They can blend the shakes. If they don't have a DVD, they can press play because we have the video online. It's overview.vi.com. And then from that, then you can Skype into them, or they can Skype you, and then you can close out the meetings. So what some people do is they use Skype with Skype video, so they plug their laptop onto a big screen TV, and you're there. So it's as if you're there in the living room with them through Skype.
Awesome.
No problem, dog. You take care. So for the rest of you guys, listen, 9 p.m. normally when this webinar is done, we are done. I'm going to thank you guys for coming out. Hope you got something from this. And if you're in town, let's see you Wednesday night. Let's pack out this place. I'll be coming with my big fat check. So if you were not in St. Louis, you want to take some pictures, feel free. We'll take pictures. You can start posting all over Facebook that we're buddies as well. All right, with the checks. So Noel, we can talk after this off the online stuff. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
You're welcome, sir. All right, everyone. With that, take care. Make this week a very powerful week, and we will see you in the next Sunday's webinar. Take care.